hotel honcho? So aren't you going to ask me?
I wasn't going to, but how was teaching that TV production class?
Dick, you didn't raise your hand.
Hello, Stratford Inn. Oh, hi, Bev. Michael? Yeah, he's standing here waving his arms and making faces.
Hi, Bev, finally tracked you down. Yeah, I know. I promised you ideas for that new time slot, and I've got scads up. Yeah, but Dick's been all over my back this week about Vermont Today. Well, you know these stars. Oops, Dick's making outrageous demands. Even as we speak, I gotta go.
Michael, don't use me as an excuse for ducking Bev.
Gee, Dick, you weren't eavesdropping. Hi, Nanny, your professor's here.
Michael, nannies can be old. I like your dessert nicknames much better.
It's fine. Oh, and before we go, Cupcake, I've got kind of a favor to ask you.
Well, it's not the way we usually do things, but go ahead.
Well, I was just wondering if you'd come with me to class on Thursday. I thought one way to get those kids really sparked on TV production would be to show them the kind of chicks we producers get. I guarantee you oodles of envy.
Oh, Michael, you're such a salesman. Let me get my coat, and we can go shopping and show those kids the kind of outfit a producer's paycheck can buy.
You scratch my back, I clothe yours. And, Dick, don't be jealous. I haven't finished handing out the classroom favors yet.
Well, now that producer's chick is gone, what's left?
Type this on your resume. Guest lecturer. Those kids are just drooling to hear from a small market talent. So can I pencil you in?
Oh, Michael, you're such a salesman.
Hi.
Oh, hi. You must be a guest. Well, I'm off duty, but... Joanna, there's a guest. There you go. Hello.
Oh, hi, I'm Bill Coder. You have a reservation for me?
Okay.
Oh, I'm really exhausted. I just drove straight through from Austin. 2,000 miles in 32 hours just to catch the fall colors. And I've only got a week. That's why I came to the only place that would guarantee a specific date for the leaves changing colors. The Stratford Inn.
Mr. Coder, no one can predict the exact date the leaves will change.
But I called ahead. And someone here promised me I'd see the fall colors.
Ah, the fall colors. Raspberry red, lemon yellow, orange.
You must be the guy I talked to.
Bill Coder?
George, you didn't by any chance promise Mr. Coder the leaves would change color this week.
Sure did.
George, don't answer the phone anymore.
Is there gonna be some problem?
Don't worry, I've been living in this town 57 years. And every autumn, the leaves change right after the last blossom falls off the hibiscus out front. Sure enough, there's only one left, and it's dangling.
Great.
Come on, Bill. I'll show you my photo album of every change since '53 to sort of get you hepped up. The change of '71 was really breathtaking. I could just kick myself for not splurging on color film that year.
So, summing up my philosophy, I say, forget PBS, just go for the bucks. Steve, are there any openings at your station, Mr. Harris? Well, Steve, as I told you at the last class and over the phone yesterday, no. Any other questions?
Mr. Harris, is the TV producer's job as great as you've been telling us?
Generally, it's great. But it has its rough spots. Like, every 10 years or so, television buckles under to the outcry for quality programming from small bands of snobby elitists. Your best bet during these periods is to just lay low. Because eventually, the viewing public will stand up as one and say, we want a chimp show.
I have an idea for a show about a family torn apart by divorce, but it could work just as well with chimps.
Mr. Harris, I've been working on a script about the struggle of living with agoraphobia.
Now, see, that's a perfect example of the trouble with TV movies lately. They've been so busy glorifying trendy diseases and torching spouses on their certas that they've forgotten to have fun.
So, in your professional opinion, Mr. Harris, what does make a good television movie?
Simple. You just reunite the cast of any '70s sitcom or family drama, for a wedding or a funeral, depending on the health of the older actors. And you've got yourselves a 2-hour through the roofer. Your biggest problem is recasting the holdouts, but sometimes God is with you. For instance, when they went to redo What's Happening, the entire cast was available.
You know what I think television really needs? More heart.
Exactly my point. What's got more heart than Keith, Danny, all the Partridge Kids reunited to sing at the wedding of their mom, Shirley, to Reuben Kincaid?
Not television heart. Normal people with real concerns. Why not a citizens forum? Sort of an electronic soapbox.
Yeah. Any chance, Mr. Harris?
It lacks something. Some twist. Maybe if you cast Audrey and Judy Landers as the real people with... Maybe Jimmy Osmond heading up the house band.
You're missing the point, Mr. Harris.
Oh? I think my success as a producer speaks for itself. And I say, Landers or not, you've got yourself a yawn fest. Oh, are you here to clap the erasers? Only kidding. It's our guest celebrity, Dick Loudon of Vermont today.
Michael, I think I've brought their envy to a peak, so I'm going to go now. I wish you all lots of success.
Well, I guess there's nothing else to do but bring on our guest. I hope he's not nervous, because usually he doesn't have this big an audience. Here he is, Dick Loudon.
Oh, thank you for that smattering of applause.
Mr. Loudon, Steve Wenzel. Is it true there's a lot of nepotism in this business? Because if it is, I've been checking out a few things, and I may be distantly related to you. As well as to you, Mr. Harris.
My guess is that you're probably more related to Mr. Harris. Now, can we break up this emotional family reunion and get to tonight's subject, local television? I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to be able to talk in class without getting yelled at.
Good joke, Mr. Harris.
Mr. Harris?
That's right. Nothing comes out of your mouth that hasn't gone through Mr. Harris's typewriter.
Remember about insulating the on-air talent from the cold realities of the business?
Exactly. What did he say?
Well, Mr. Harris told us that as Vermont Today's talking head, you're more or less his puppet.
Michael, last night was without exception the most humiliating of my life. Especially that part about me being your puppet.
Dick, put the past behind you. We've got a production meeting to do here.
So this puppet, it should look a lot like Dick.
Is Michael here?
And bless the production meeting, and please keep us on budget. Oh, Bev.
Michael, I'm still waiting to hear your ideas for the new show. We've only got 8 days to put whatever it is on the air, so I want your ideas, and I want them now.
Well, Bev, I was trying to buy some time to flesh them out, but the basic concepts are hot.
So is the water you're standing in.
Okay. Sizzler number 1. I call it runners up, what might have been. You see, we get runners up, like the first runner-up of this year's Miss Green Mountain contest, or the kid who came in second in the state spelling bee. And we get those losers on the show and invite them to badmouth the winners on camera. I see bitterness, I see crying, I see swimwear, at least in the case of that near Miss Green Mountain.
Michael, I'm not interested in turning WPIV into a freak show.
Oh. Are you against freak show as a concept or just as a title?
I'm looking for something with heart.
Okay. How about Battle of the Senior Citizens? Athletic competitions between rival retirement homes. Old folks scream heart.
Yeah, especially after about 3 laps around the track.
Michael, I'm interested in quality, not body count. Obviously, I was wrong about you. Programming isn't your future.
Bev, if you just give me a couple more days.
Now, I'm going to make a few phone calls, see if I can't scramble up something last minute to fill the slot for now. And, Michael, I want you in my office in 10 minutes.
Dibs on his parking space.
Oh, Hart! How about, Citizens Forum? Real people? Real gripes? Nah.
I like it. Kind of an open microphone, man on the street. What's your beef?
Michael, I never thought I'd say this about one of your ideas, and it worries me. But I like it too.
Well, it's kind of rough, but I know I can make it work. I mean, picture the Lander sisters as the real people.
I'm not worried anymore.
Michael, it was perfect the way you first said it. Simple, uncluttered television with heart. We can have it on the air by Saturday. Congratulations.
Bev, it's just I don't feel right pitching this show. I mean, it's just you put a lot of pressure on me.
Obviously, you work best under pressure.
Red, I agree with Michael.
Are you coming with those leaves, George?
Not so good. That stupid blossom is still dangling, and the leaves won't change till it falls.
Well, why don't you just pluck it, George?
I don't want to play God, Joanna.
Hi, Mrs. Loudon. Hi, George.
Oh, hi.
I looked outside my window this morning and everything was sure green.
And you seem okay with that.
Well, sure. I read that the longer the leaves stay green, the more vibrant the colors when they do turn. Boy, this place must be gearing up for a real show.
Yeah. I got some serious nudging to do.
I'm sorry, Steph.
Michael, when we're on a date, we do date stuff. You're supposed to go through your personal hells on your own time.
I know the guidelines, Steph. It's just that I'm new to this guilt game. I didn't mean to pitch Neil's idea, but Bev backed me into a corner.
Michael, remember when you told me, even though I never really showed any interest, that part of a producer's job is to recognize talented people, promote their ideas, and then claim as much credit as he can get away with?
Yeah.
So? You weren't stealing that student's idea. You were just being the best darn producer you could.
I guess, but...
Michael, I've done all the cheering up I'm going to. I would like to see some results now. Oh, all right. One more cheery thought, and it's a biggie. Just remember that you have the cutest girlfriend in the whole world. I knew I could do it. Damn, I'm good.
Dickie, you got a Momo for man-to-man, heart-to-heart?
Michael, you actually made my head hurt.
Well, Dick, I've done something wrong. Not big wrong, but boo-boo wrong.
And
I just want you to yell at me.
huh?
Dick, I've been feeling guilty about what I did to you, yesterday in class, among other things. And I just want you to give me that verbal spanking I deserve.
Just verbal.
Come on, Dick, take the safety off that tongue.
Oh, all right, Michael. Michael, you know that was really a pretty crummy, pretty crummy thing that you did to me in class.
Louder, Dick, more venom.
I mean, shame on you. Michael, anger isn't something that I can just call up on the spur of the moment.
I stole Citizens Forum from a student.
You what?
That's great, Dick, just what I came for.
You took an idea from one of the kids? You slime.
Yeah, Dick, I think you're flirting with overkill.
Michael, you had better do the right thing.
I will. Dick, that right thing, could you give me a hint what that is? it's time for class. 7 o'clock, 6 Central. Well, before we get started, why don't you hand in your homework assignments? I can't wait to read your ideas for a spin-off for Barney Rubble. Just pass them forward. Well, I guess Barn didn't spark anyone.
We saw the promo for Citizens Forum last night.
You know something funny? Right after I sold Citizens Forum to the station, I couldn't shake the feeling we'd discussed something similar in class.
You stole that idea from the class.
Well, no, I don't think it's quite that simple. You know how it is when a group of people are brainstorming. After a while, you just sort of forget who came up with the idea in the first place.
It was Neil.
Way to go, Neil. I want you to know I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna make sure you get the recognition you deserve. Let's hear it for Neil.
That's not enough.
Well, what do you want from me? You know, Neil's not the only one who suffered here. I was feeling so guilty the other night about Neil that it completely ruined a date with Steph. So then I felt guilty about Steph. Wait, when I felt guilty about Steph, I apologized to Steph, so maybe I should apologize to Neil. Is that it? Is that the right thing? It's worth a try. Sorry. So why do I still feel guilty? I mean, that's always so cleansing for Steph. Did that do anything for you, Neil?
Don't talk to me. Talk to my lawyer.
Lawyer?
Nicholas Prescott, Mr. Harris. I'm not actually a lawyer. I'm a law student and a friend of Neil's.
So you're just here as a friend?
And law student. And speaking as one who knows the law, I think what would make Neil feel better is the following. Full recognition and credit for Neil Poland as creator of Citizens Forum, an on-air retraction of previous credits and financial compensation not limited to his actual percentage of the show itself. And maybe your job.
We return to Citizens Forum. We'll hear from Bobby Terrell, who'll tell us what it is about styrofoam cups that really drives him nuts.
And commercial.
Hi, all.
Michael, where have you been? The show is almost over.
Bev, I know I would have been here for the premiere, but we had an unforeseeable accident and ran out of gas.
Michael? Who is this?
Oh, Bev, this is one of my students, Neil Poland. I predict you'll be hearing his name a lot in the future.
Hopefully in the next 5 minutes.
Don't worry, Dick. I'm going to fess up right now. Everybody. How's it going?
It's terrific.
Really?
Yep. I never had a corned beef sandwich quite this tangy. Want a bite?
Back from commercial in 3, 2.
Styrofoam cups, modern convenience or Satan's chalice?
Bev, can we discuss Citizens Forum privately?
Michael, I'm sure it can wait until after the show.
Bev, actually, I think this is something you'll want to discuss before we roll credits.
Bev. Nice frock. And did I mention that Neil is the kid who inspired me to create Citizens Forum? by coming up with the premise, the format, and the title.
You stole the idea?
Of course not, Bev. Neil's lawyer friend said the proper phrase is unlawful appropriation.
Oh.
But Bev, the important thing is I told the truth, and the guilt is gone. However, it's rapidly being replaced by fear for my job. But I'm sure that fear will be gone in a minute, right, Bev? Once again, dynamite dress.
Miss Dutton, you've got to come quick. The whole switchboard is lit up.
Both lines?
People really love the show, huh? No, they hate it. 23 calls, and they all feel they've got real problems and just wish our people would quit whining about their own petty complaints.
Vern, the gopher, meet Neil, the creator of Citizens Forum.
But I thought you...
Hey, Mark, did you meet Neil, the creator of Citizens Forum?
You know how it is when a group of people are brainstorming, and before long, you forget who came up with the idea.
It was Neil. Dick, you were right. I told the truth, and I feel great. His show. His show. Hey, everybody, meet Neil.
Sorry about the leaves, Mr. Coder, but there's always next year. Actually, there's later this year, but I guess you can't stay.
That was sort of the reason for calling ahead. It wasn't such a bad vacation. Saw them make butter. Saw them make cheese. Saw them make maple syrup.
Well, I'm sorry George isn't here to see you off. Actually, I haven't seen him around since yesterday.
Well, that's okay. I'd probably kill him. Well, so long.
So long.
Not so fast, Coder. In living color, direct from the state of Maine. Autumn leaves.